Tony, welcome to Knockem.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Tony, Tony, I love you. Tony's got half of ass. Some say that it's made of glass. He fell on it one August day, broke his ass in many ways. Humpty Dumpty had a fall. Tony Walker was the wall. Had an issue with his leg. Now he thinks he's egg. He ate an egg. My friend Tony Walker. I'll punch you right in the freaking eye. Not you, Tony. I can never punch you because I love you too much. I can't punch somebody like you. And you can't even run after me. It's not even a fair fight. It's not even fair. All right? Tough guy? Tony, Tony, you're a phony baloney. I'm gonna cry. Tony, you're the best. You're hysterical.
Okay, now we have sound. Sorry.
So you were talking that whole time without sound, you think?
I was talking that whole time without sound. Hi, everybody.
Start fresh.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Date Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York, on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook and you want to stay there, great. Please follow the page. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up, no matter where you're watching from. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Share the link to wherever you're watching it from. And we appreciate all the support, all you guys watching, all the pages that we post a link to, all that good stuff. And we're happy you can hear us now. And Jeff is here.
I'm here. Good morning, brother. What's
Jeff is
happening?
here. Thank you guys for telling us there's no sound. And we have it all working now. So good to see you. Hope everybody had a great weekend. How was your weekend?
Not too shabby. Can't complain.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of chilling out, kind of doing nothing.
Oh, all right. Nothing wrong with
At
that.
the fireplace a couple of times.
Nice. I did, yeah.
No.
No, all right. The fireplace.
I was under the weather.
Oh, you were under the weather? Yeah. Really?
No, I just made that up.
Oh. Oh, you're trying to make it sound like you had a good reason for not getting any?
I was tired.
Yeah. All right. I was actually under the weather myself.
Were you?
Yeah, I had,
But for real.
Yeah, I had one of those stump issues days.
Oh, that phantom pain kind of thing?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it, phantom pain?
Yeah, that's what they call it, and it kicks my ass. It
Is that pun intended on that one? Like,
kicks my...
stump
Well,
kicks
no, I could
or-
kick my ass. I could
You
take
can
the,
kick
I
your own ass.
take
I've
the
seen
leg
that,
off,
yeah.
and I could put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I do often.
Mm-hmm. That's gotta hurt though.
Oh,
I
it's
can't imagine.
awful.
I can't imagine.
It's awful. It feel, and I've described it on here before. It feels like I'm being stabbed. That's exactly what it feels like. Yeah, it's terrible. Although yesterday wasn't as bad because usually when it starts, I'm usually like in denial. Like, no, it'll go away. This isn't happening. No. And it was the middle of the night. I think it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, it's gonna wake you up.
Yeah, but then it hit me. I was like I started running through my day in my head. I'm like, I don't have anything going on. It's like one of those rare days where I had nothing. Where today, I'm in here until 11 o'clock tonight.
Really?
I have shows all day long. Well, it's a short weekend.
Yeah.
Well,
that's true.
Yeah. Thursday and Friday, we're closed. I actually close the studio tomorrow because I have stuff to do. Plus, it's his birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
He's not listening. So, there he is.
He heard it.
So all these shows for the week, they want to get their time in. So
Yeah.
we have like 10 shows running just today. So I'm like, so in my head, I'm thinking, all right, well, I got to get into the studio tomorrow. So let me just load up on the drugs and sleep the day away, and then I'll be okay to go today.
I was
So
gonna say, is there anything that helps?
there's actually very little that helps.
Really?
I've been actually kicked out of the hospital because morphine doesn't work. That's how painful this crap is. But they have given me, which I never even heard of. I thought if morphine was it. I thought morphine was like, other than anesthesia, I thought morphine was it.
No.
Well, yeah, there's gabapentin. Gabapentin helps, but what I do, I take gabapentin and oxycodone.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and that only works, that doesn't kill it, but it just calms it down.
Damn.
So, but it makes me tired. So I was in and out of sleep all day. But what I hate about it is that those drugs, I mean, I'm fine to drive and stuff, but I'm not 100%. So it usually takes a good 2 days for all the drugs to wear off. Meanwhile, the pain's gone.
Yeah.
And once the pain's gone, there's nothing lingering. I'm fine. But now I have to wait for the drugs to wear off. So it does kind of suck.
Yeah, I hear you. I was gonna say, too bad you weren't a drinker. I mean, one of those each and a beer, and I bet.
Yeah,
you,
probably.
As long as you're not going nowhere,
Right.
Never recommended people. That's just a joke. Do not take any medicine with beverages.
Yeah,
like that.
so it sucks. But but I'm here today and happy to be here, even though I'm maybe a little slow.
I won't let you go slow.
Okay, thanks.
You just keep it nice and fast, Tony.
That's what I've heard about you. It's nice and fast. All right. Before we get down to business, where's my mouse? Here we go. There's one thing I wanted to talk about. So I mentioned on Friday, I mentioned a show that I'm going to be on. January 24th? Where is it? January 24th. I'm doing a show here at the club. G.D. Fenderson, who is a co-host with Coffee with the Dog, which you just saw before this show went on. Well, and I showed you guys this flyer on Friday. I didn't even notice at the time. Can you see that?
I can.
Look at my name.
That's not your last name.
No. Last time I checked, that is not my last name.
Is that your stage name? Is that your porn name?
My porn name. My porn name would be, I don't know, a lot different than that. Be like, Tony Longhorn or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it would just be called Jeff Scelzi.
That one's in use.
Well, that had several meanings right there. They called me Tony Miller. I didn't even notice that until yesterday.
And who made that flyer?
G.D. Fenderson, the guy whose show it is. So, yeah,
he's known you for how long?
Not that long, honestly.
Right.
But still, he has a show on here. I run this studio. I've had many conversations. He's been on this show. I've been on his show.
So we're not forgiving him is what you're saying?
No, I don't think we're going to forgive him.
That's
no.
cool. That's fine.
No, fuck him right in the face.
Yeah. Where he breathes.
Yeah. So, so I'm going to have to yell at him when I talk to him. Although I actually was supposed to call him yesterday, but I was down and out.
Yeah.
But so I wanted to throw that out there. Vicky says, "Happy birthday, Zach, and don't blame your slowness on drugs." She's right. Vicky's right. Yeah, it's the Hicksville education. So so speaking, I mentioned Thanksgiving. What are your Thanksgiving plans?
Heading out east to the in-laws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be a big family feast on that side of the family.
Oh, Mary's got a big family.
Yeah, there's nieces and nephews that are all popping in, so grandchildren, great-grandchildren of my mother-in-law. Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be good.
How many people are we talking?
Oh, man. Let's see. Say there's 5 there, 9, over 20, probably about 20.
Wow.
A little over 20, maybe.
That is a lot.
Around there. Yeah.
Wow.
She'll probably chime in on your group and give you the exact number. She was baking a banana cake or something at home, or banana bread or something.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So I don't know if she's on.
It's not the first time you've said that. Sorry. Had to do it.
That's all him, man.
I'm looking. All right, is this what I'm looking for? Actually, I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to share a video that I played to everybody last year.
Yeah.
But there is a reason I'm playing this again, and I don't know if you remember what my issue is. You do.
I do.
All right. So I'm going to play this. Will you be doing this?
I can't. Because I'm,
What, are you staying out there for the weekend?
No, I'm, being
Because yeah.
out at the moment. Yeah.
All right. So
my first year, and I can't tell you, I'm not making it. I think the only other time I made it, I missed maybe one other year of being on the fire truck for Knockem building, and I missed it because of work. But I think I only missed. This is probably my second one ever missing.
We'll get back to that because I don't think they can.
It makes sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Well, I mean, what are they going to hear? The siren?
What the hell is
Yeah, but I don't know if they can hear us.
Oh.
All right. So I should have explained that video first, but good morning, Ann. Thanks for. Mary. Yeah, Mary does say 20.
Oh, see,
very nice. Oh, you're
and
paying
that was just
attention.
like quick shit in my head.
You're paying attention. I'm impressed. Ann says, good morning, everyone. John says, John's now talking to Ann. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you talking to Ann. Don't let us.
What, they got their own show in the background going on or something?
Yeah, they got something going on.
We're out of
yeah.
it, right.
Well, she's in California. He's in Florida, but they still have some kind of loving relationship going on. So that video, I played that video for you guys last year after Thanksgiving. So how long has this tradition been going on? Do you know?
God, I probably started when we were still in diapers, if not before that.
I was going to say I think it's before that personally, but I don't know for sure. But in the town of Hicksville, where Jeff and I live and where Vicky grew up, and our side of Hicksville never did the popcorn bowl, says Vicky. I don't believe that for a second.
No.
They cover the whole town.
The entire town.
I've lived in 4 different places in Hicksville, 4 different neighborhoods, and they hit all 4 of them. Vicky, you just weren't paying attention.
Not paying attention. Either that or she was drunk from the night before and just didn't wake up.
And she was
nursing
6.
a hangover.
That's right.
6. Drinking that early. Unbelievable.
No, I believe it.
Drew Barrymore did.
That's true, too. Hicksville has this tradition where the Sunday after Thanksgiving, the trucks all go out, and Santa's on the trucks, and they throw popcorn at you, and all the kids get popcorn. It is a great tradition. It's a lot of fun. Even if it's cold, you enjoy standing outside because you're hanging out with your neighbors. The kids are running around. And then when you get old enough to know some of the firemen, then good? No. When you're old enough to know a lot of the firemen, they actually try to hit you in the face with the popcorn. I've been victim of that several times, and it's hilarious. I love every second of it. So I played that video, and then I yelled at Jeff last year because if you notice on that video, there was no Santa on that truck.
And that was not my truck.
It was not your truck.
I was in a different part of it.
But I did contact you for some inside info, and you did not have any. You said no, Santa's on that truck. I was like, what do you mean Santa's on a truck? Watch the video. Santa's not on the truck. I was just close coming to your house to just smack you. And then you watched the video, and you were like, yeah, Santa wasn't on that truck.
I have no...
Well, you did. No, you did get back to me. You said that particular truck had a trailer for Santa. And
no, there was another a company that has an antique truck that usually follows them, and Santa's usually on the antique, but the antique didn't follow up.
Right, but there was some it started that day, but then there was some kind of problem with it, so it had to go back to the station. But why he didn't jump on? So we were a little gypped last year.
I got nothing,
and Jeff's got nothing, and he's not even participating this year because of obvious reasons that we've talked about. And this is only your second time in your life missing this?
I believe so, yeah.
That's a damn shame right there.
I've been in for 36 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
June was 36.
That's it?
Yeah, June was 36.
Oh, since you've been doing the popcorn bowls?
Since I've been a firefighter.
So your days as a junior firefighter doesn't count?
No, not to your service time, no.
Oh, really?
No.
But if you do include that,
if you were, you'd tack on another 5 years. So 41.
that's it. So 5 years. That's it.
Yeah, I was a junior, 13 to 18.
Oh, okay.
October '83, and I got sworn in as a full-fledged member in June of '88.
Oh, for some reason, I thought you started. How young can you start?
Oh,
that's the youngest.
I was 13 years old as a junior. You were supposed to be 14 back then, but my brother had a friend.
Oh, okay. Oh, for some reason, I thought you were allowed to get in there as a little kid.
No, 13, 14. I think it's
okay.
probably might be 13 now
Yeah.
officially, but back when I was, a little pup, it was 14. But like I said, I got in like 3 months early because of a hook.
I'm counting it. We're talking 41 years for this guy.
Yeah,
And that's
crazy.
dedication right
Crazy.
there.
Thank you.
No, really, in all seriousness, that is fantastic. 36 years as a volunteer fireman. That is amazing.
I couldn't. Now you don't know where the time goes. You don't.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like
that
having a
goes with
kid when they're
anything.
born. That goes really fast. Enjoy it. Yeah, okay. The next thing you know, it's true.
He's going to be 24 years old tomorrow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Would you like to sit and join us today, or?
Yeah, I guess I'll
didn't even-
sit in until I have to go.
Oh, that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
Well, I'm leaving soon.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
What, your car is ready?
I don't know why I'm putting the headphones on.
Why are you putting the headphones on?
I don't know why.
All right, hang on.
I gave up on that too. I usually did, but I get unless there's a phone call where you.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah.
For me, my mic's
Yeah, yeah.
attached. But
As I was doing it, I'm thinking like as if I'm not going to hear you guys unless I put it on. I'm like, wait a second.
it's not a phone call. All right, hang on. I'm still
Turning on the other camera.
Yeah, and I got it. It's not even on them. Why, I don't know.
Stand by, folks.
Stand by. We're
We're experiencing technical difficulties. There you go.
all right. So that's on him.
Mm-hmm.
But they still don't see him, and I have to.
I'm like John Cena. You don't see me.
What? Is that what he says?
That's like you. Isn't that like his thing? Like you can't see me or something?
I am the last guy
That's
that
what
can
he
say anything
says.
about wrestling.
I'm pretty sure John Cena says that. Like you can't see me, or they say that about him. You can't see him, or something like that. It's just-
I have no idea. No clue. Okay, so Zach is there, and he's here because he's got his car dropped off right across the parking lot. It's going to be ready soon. Is that what? Was that them that called you just now?
Yeah, half hour.
Oh,
They
okay.
told me to come.
Oh, nice. All right, let's see. Mary says, have Jeff tell you the story about Gracie's first popcorn bowl day. He has a picture. Okay. John saying, happy Thanksgiving. Brendan is watching. Hello, Brendan. Thanks for watching again. All right, what is your...
Well, I'm
what
pretty
is
sure she's talking about when Grace was hiding in the closet.
hiding in the closet?
Yeah, she didn't want to see Santa.
Oh, she
I
was
got a
little
picture
and
of me and
scared?
Sophia. Sophia was, obviously little. Yeah, Grace, I think, was a little scared, and she was hiding in Sophia's closet, if that's the story she's talking about.
And did you get her out in time to see Santa and get popcorn bowls?
I
or no?
think she just pretty much hid. In fact, let's see.
Well, you were... Well, I would think you probably couldn't really spend time on that because they were waiting for you to get on the truck.
Yeah, well, back then, I mean, some companies still do it. It was like, when you do the house visits after your route, it was like you'd have a whole, sandwiches and snacks and sodas.
Oh, nice.
And, you'd visit each member's house, and the next member's house you go to if they wanted a family, a visit from Santa for the kids.
I didn't know they did that.
They'd cook up some
okay.
hors d'oeuvres or something and hang out for a
Wow.
little bit, and But yeah, so we used to go visit our own families if we had little kids after our route was done.
So the truck's out there waiting, Santa's hanging out, and you're like trying to pull Gracie out of the
she
closet.
wasn't. She's freaky. She used to freak out.
Really?
Yeah.
And Santa's sitting on the truck like, come on, Scelzi.
Yeah,
let's
no,
go.
Santa was in the house. That's why she was hiding in the closet. Everybody came in the house.
Oh, they came in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she went running.
Oh, yeah, she was. That was it. Yeah.
And now I think if I remember right, that's the same thing with your mother because you were trying to get out of the closet and she was pushing you back in.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. So Gracie never came out? Like Santa had to leave?
I think we pretty much left before. Might have been a far visual thing. I don't remember. Mary's got a much better memory than I do.
Apparently, yeah. You really don't seem to know much
But
about
you know,
this.
Our wives, whatever, they always have better memories than us.
Oh yeah. Oh
Right?
yeah. Lisa.
That's not what I was wearing that day.
Yeah.
But it was 10 years ago. No, I was wearing this. And I'd be, yes, okay.
Lisa remembers everything.
It's crazy. They got
Yes.
memories like unbelievable.
Yes.
So half the time I'll be like, okay, If you say so.
I the only thing she doesn't remember is me. No, I'm kidding.
No?
I'm totally kidding.
Well, you're very forgettable.
Pretty much.
Who's that?
Mary just said Jeff sucks.
What is that about?
Because you don't remember the story. Mary, was that the story?
I do. I'm telling you, she was hiding in Sophia's closet. Oh, here's the picture. Here's the picture of me and Sophia that day. Was put up to this camera here.
Yes, perfect.
That's that day.
There you go, right there. So that's the same day. So how old was Sophie in that picture?
And here she's probably, I don't know. Let me ask Maya. Maya, how?
She looks like 8 to 10, 8 to 12.
I was gonna say, yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay,
somewhere in there.
Oh, so that's which is the perfect age for Santa.
Yeah.
So she must have been all excited.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. But Grace not so much. And now Grace doesn't even believe in Santa.
She's what, 14?
13.
13.
8th grade. I said, well, those who don't believe don't receive.
Mary says the kid levitated into Sophia's closet.
Because she freaked out on the floor. She's like, boom, gone. Yeah.
Sophia was 8 in that picture.
Yeah, bingo. That's what I was going to say, too. Go with it, Tony. Go with it.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me before we went on the air. He said, I got this great picture from when Sophia was 8.
And now she's 21. She's a working woman now.
Nice. Just like this guy. 24 tomorrow.
Crazy.
Were you scared of Santa? I don't. Yeah,
I feel like I was.
As a baby, yeah. We have a picture of you and your sister with the Easter Bunny where you're like, screaming, and actually Sammy is too, but you're screaming and she's not. She's just sitting there.
Easter Bunny makes sense. I mean, that's, as a kid, it's just a giant
bunny,
demented-looking bunny.
This is true. This is true.
No, but see,
no animal costumes look cute ever. They always look creepy, uncanny.
Well, Barney was okay. Right?
Barney,
the dinosaur.
Yeah, I don't know. They weren't into Barney.
Yeah, neither was I.
Yeah, well, that was before our time.
Yeah, way before. Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah,
thank
God is right.
God. If I had to hear that song one more time.
I do seem to think. Yeah, I vaguely remember you. Although your first Christmas, I'll have to look for that. Your first Christmas, you were not scared of Santa. I mean, you were only a month old, but I have a picture of me dressed as Santa holding you. I was playing Santa at a family party.
Yeah.
And I'm holding. Yeah, I'll have to find that picture. 24 freaking years.
I wonder if I just knew it was you.
There's a cousin of mine. He did the same thing when his kid was a baby. And, the baby is just sitting there looking at him like this the whole time. Yeah. It is almost like it was almost like the kid knew that it was his dad. But it's funny because I think, I'm holding you in the picture, and it's one of the few pictures that you're not crying. You cried a lot. Actually, he gets that from me. My mother says I cried a lot as a baby all the time.
You still do.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard.
Just yesterday.
Yeah. But so Grace doesn't believe in Santa anymore, so it's a little like, we kind of figured, all right, 8th grade, there's no freaking way, but, we were running with it. And then just a couple weeks ago, Grace's like, and I know there's no Santa, by the way. We're like, well, how long have you known this? And she's like, like a few years now. We're like, years? Oh, shit. We would have cut down on the presents then. Save some money.
You didn't believe it. Were you still believing at 13?
No.
So why did you think she did?
Because my little girl.
That's true.
Are you being serious? Santa's not real?
Oh, shit. He is. Those who don't believe don't receive.
Yeah, I kept receiving, so I just assumed. I don't know. Who's calling you?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, John, what's up, buddy?
Happy birthday, Zach. Many, many, many more.
Oh, thank you.
God bless your son. So I want to comment about the volunteer firemen.
Okay.
That do this every year, and it's a great thing. Like when I first came to Long Island, I lived in the condos in Patro Village, and I think you know that, Tony.
Yes.
Yeah. So my next door neighbor was a volunteer fireman, and his brothers were. They were really dedicated volunteer firemen. And he comes over to me and says, "We're going to bring the truck around." He says, "Why don't you come out?" He says, "And I'm going to play Santa Claus." Well, this guy, he was he didn't cast a shadow. He was the skinniest guy I've ever seen in my life. I said, how are you going to play Santa? He goes, what's the difference? He says, we go up in a truck and we do it for the kids. But there was no kids on our block. So he said, yeah, I'm going to come around and blow the horn, so the neighbors can see me and watch me. I said, well, that's great. It was a dead-end street. There was no thoroughfare because there was all condos there. So he comes around in the truck and he stops at my house and he moons me. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's fantastic. Santa Claus chucking a moon.
It was great. But it backfired a little bit because the condo upstairs from me naturally had a terrace. And she was a school teacher. She was out with a glass of wine with her husband. And she didn't appreciate it that much because she was filming it for her grandchildren.
So you got to do a little editing on that video. Big deal.
And every once in a while, a little skit is not that bad,
As I say, you can't get away with that these days, man. Everybody's got the outside cameras and ring doorbells.
Yeah.
And cell phones.
It was classic. It really was.
That is really funny. That's great. Very nice.
Have a good rest of the show. And I don't think you should close Tuesday, but if you want to, make my heart sad, go right ahead. You need a day off. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good Thanksgiving, John.
All right, he's gone. Where'd it go? All right. Oh, there we are. All right. Thanks for the call, John. That's a great story. I love that. That's funny. First off, I never heard anybody say that before. The guy's so skinny he can't cast a shadow.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
No.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've never heard that before. So, all right. Well, truth be told, I'm taking the day off because Lisa has a thing on her nose that she has to get removed. Right here on the side. Right there. Like that. Right there. And she's getting
me. I stabbed her with the nail.
I'm kidding.
Let's get a nail removed. Is that what it's saying?
Wow. So she's getting that removed tomorrow, so I'm taking her to the doctor to get it removed. So that's why I need to take off for my show. And then with his birthday, of course, we're going to have the dinner or something tomorrow night. So I just said, screw it. I'm closing the whole studio.
I'm really thinking she could take an Uber.
Take an Uber to Smithtown? Yeah, all right.
All right, well, okay. Train.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, she actually did say, you want to go do your show, go do your show. I was like, trying to score points.
I hear you.
Carol's here. Hi, Carol. Good morning, guys.
Carol.
And happy birthday to Zach.
Thank you.
And there's Ann. I love John's phone calls. You make my day, sunshine. All right. Two of you just calm down.
Flirt. Now that Carol's on, just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
I thought a couple weeks ago when we were doing the show, didn't Carol say something? She's going to the post office or heading to the post office, and you went, "Oh, I know what that means."
That would be correct.
Is it the extra slow mail?
No. Oh, no.
Oh, it's arrived.
Next Monday, my friend, I will have some sitting here for you and for me.
I don't know how that could last till next Monday.
I was actually just thinking that in my head, like, holy shit, I gotta save 2 for next Monday. But I will save 2 for next Monday.
Okay.
For you and me.
All right.
But
I gotta take mine home because I can only eat it in little pieces.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah. I eat it in one shot.
No,
I eat it whole, like the whole hockey puck.
My blood sugar alarm will probably going off like
It's worth it.
Like an incoming nuclear warhead.
I just don't concern with myself. If I don't know it, it's not happening.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I'll know it though.
Yeah.
You're talking about those
the Buc-ee's
peanut butter cup things from Buc-ee's. Oh my God.
It's the golden plastic wrap.
Yes.
Right? I've been seeing those in the kitchen. I've been wondering what that is.
Carol, you noticed Tony wasn't sharing that info until I brought it up.
I God's honest truth, I totally forgot. Unless do you feel like grabbing them after you pick up your car and coming back here?
No, you don't have to do that.
No? All right. See that?
You just got to have willpower, Tone. Until next Monday. Zach, don't let him touch those freaking things. That's your job. You are on security patrol for Buc-ee's.
I'll hide them as soon as I get home.
Yeah,
that's
you
messed up
just don't
right
forget
there.
where you put them, because that's the kind of shit I do.
I got short-term memory loss. So.
I'm telling you.
Then I'm gonna, I think, save a wrapper and it'll be filled with Hershey's. I think next Monday. Sure, it is. It's Buc-ee's. Yeah, there it is.
But don't you do that? I mean, it happens to me all the time. I'll hide something somewhere. Not hide, but I'll
what
put
do you think is
something
a good
important
spot?
away,
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I'll be like, all right, I'm going to put this here because I'll know it's here.
Right.
You know, stupid things like, I don't know, anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, and Mary will tell you, I'll be like, where the hell did I put that freaking thing? And now I start getting pissed off at myself. I go, what the hell is the matter with me? What? She's like, relax. It's not. She'll find it. I'm like, yeah, but I put it somewhere where I knew I'd find it, and I'm not finding it.
This is a good spot. It's a good, safe spot. I'll tell you the truth. When I took my trip to Florida to see John and deliver the shirt was, I had the shirt. I planned the trip with Mike. So I had the shirt for a good 2 months.
And you were packing and lost it.
Yeah.
I know.
Didn't find it until the day before the trip.
Oh,
I started looking about 5 days before the trip. Couldn't find it.
Oh, God.
Same thing. And with each day getting closer, I'm getting more panicked.
Yeah.
So I'm yelling at myself even louder. You stupid son of a bitch! Where is this damn shirt?
Yeah.
Finally, the day before, I'm looking at every spot that I would think might been designated as a good spot, and then I'm in the garage. And I'm looking through different boxes. All of a sudden, I see this one box. I'm like, did I check that box yet? Sure enough, I grabbed the box. There was something on. I opened the box. There was something on the top. The first thing. I moved that, and then I see what I think is a shirt. I literally out loud went, ah! Like that, and then it turned out to be the shirt.
Yeah. Well, I put this shit in my notes now on my phone. All right, I'm putting this item in this location.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I put it in my notes now. I can't. I'm tired of getting mad at myself.
You just got so excited.
Oh yeah. Well, how many times have I told you? Put it in the notes. I'll like little reminders. I'll put the date in on 10:25. Jeff's doing the show. Like I'll do that with guests or don't forget to call so and so. So it's just become a habit. I look at my notes at least once a day just to see. And I've told you plenty of times. Yeah. Like how many times I forgot to do this. It's like, all right, well, put it in your just like that too. By the way, I forgot. And I'll say to him, you have your phone, open your phone, check your notes.
What did we do without phones?
I don't know what we did without phones.
What the hell did we do?
And it's funny, you mentioned when John was on the phone, things we could do, before phones. That actually reminded me of something. I don't know why I'm attaching this to the fire department, but I think it was. I think it was some kind of, it was like a bunch of firemen. You remember in Hicksville in the late 80s when these guys, it was a bachelor party and these guys threw the guy in the back. It was a pickup truck or was it a fire truck?
Pickup truck.
It was a pickup truck. Yeah. Now, I was there. I saw this. It was me and Frank and Rob Saforth. We were coming out of the movies. And it was...
I was supposed to go to the bachelor party.
Oh, really?
And I didn't go.
This was like 1986 or 7?
Maybe 88.
Was it 88?
Yeah, somewhere in it.
So we're coming out of Hicksville Movie Theater. And everybody's coming out. It was like a packed theater. I don't remember what movie it was, but people are coming out. And right there in front of the movie theater, there are a bunch of guys on the back of a truck, and they're singing, and they're waving the beers around, and there was a guy sitting in a chair, tied up, naked.
In a cage.
In a cage!
Yes.
And we all walked out. Everybody's like,
the problem was it was a Chiefs cars leading that.
Oh, all right. So I knew there was a fire department connection to this. I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And, this was way before cell phones and everything else.
Well, the problem was when you were coming out of the theater.
Yeah.
There was a Newsday reporter coming out of the same movie.
Right.
That's how.
And that's exactly what happened because I want to say like 90% of the people that were walking out of the movie, myself included, pointed, laughed, kept going.
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Right, except this one reporter.
Except there's one reporter, and sure enough, it made the newspaper.
For the volunteer system, yes.
And there was even, I mean, you couldn't see anything, but there were even pictures in Newsday.
It was on the front page of Newsday.
Yeah, and it became like a little bit of a scandal
somewhere. Yeah, it was on the front page of Newsday and the Sunday paper.
Which, was which.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. Could you say they shouldn't be using the fire department's usage, facilities for that? I don't know, but I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
In this day and age, he wouldn't have. It would have been in even more trouble than they got into back then. But
yeah.
So what were the ramifications of that? Do you remember?
I think the chief that was leading it ended up getting bounced.
Oh, really?
Because he wanted to pretend he wasn't there, so everybody was pissed at him when he was, and he was like, no, I wasn't there, whatever. And so somebody decided to run against him and
use that as his.
Well, if you're gonna just say, you weren't there, and be the voice for your members, what kind of person are you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah.
Wow.
Long time ago.
Yeah. And again, that seems to be the theme today, just how much time flies.
Yeah, indeed.
Wow. And you were supposed to be at that guy's bachelor party?
Yeah.
You have to tell me when we get off the air who that was.
Oh, yeah.
There was at least one guy I knew on the truck, waving his beard around, but that's all I remember. All right, let's see. What do we got going on here today?
What's on the agenda? What do we got?
What is the most amount of money you've spent on yourself? And what was it? Prostitutes don't count.
Oh, now I got to think. I don't know. Probably my house.
Oh, okay. You're gonna get practical.
Good one, right?
All right, that is a good one.
Yeah.
You bought that yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you own that.
98. I bought it.
Wow. And so it's not Mary's house. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. Like she's not on paper.
No, I only got to meet Mary until 2011.
Nice.
2009, 2009, 2009. Jeez, I can't. I got to get more to send me, Tom.
Mary just gained 2 years.
I get more than that, more than me. Because I'm thinking Grace was born in 11. What the hell, man? Oh, good God.
Wow.
So that's July 2009 we met.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I missed some comments here. Vicky says that her dad was a volunteer firefighter for 18 years in Oceanside and Seacliff. Some of the best people I knew have been firefighters. I agree.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. I agree, too.
Carol says, yes, you are correct. What do we... Oh, I forgot what...
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Brendan, Tracy Morgan said, diabetes, you got to catch me first. Real men don't go to the doctor. Yeah, all right. And then we'll go with that until I'm sick. Yeah, Vicky, I do agree. Some of the best people I know have been firefighters. Absolutely. Did you Did you have the fire trucks outside when you and Mary got married?
No,
you didn't do that.
Down in Suffolk.
Oh, you got married what, at like her church or something?
No, I actually went to the old Justice of the Peace in Suffolk County.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You cheap bastard. Why?
Oh, I just wanted to have a little small affair,
When you say we, that means you talked Mary into that?
No.
Wow.
It was a small family affair, that's it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Just, family guests, basically, and whatnot.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. Wow.
Yeah. Married on a hill.
Married what?
We were married on a hill behind the Suffolk County buildings there in, what town is that? I don't know.
Babylon.
No. By Bald Hill. Bald Hill, that's it. Yes.
Oh, Bald Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, they have,
the government buildings are there in the Bald Hill area.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Yes, we got married out back on the grassy knoll.
Nice.
Overlooking things. Yeah, there's all about romance.
Feeling very romantic right now. Yeah. Very tingly.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of firemen do that, right? They get the fire trucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I just thought it was a little like overkill and like, hey, the fire truck should be, waiting for An emergency call. They don't have time to sit outside your church.
Well, when you have a town this big and there's 4 other specific engines.
True.
You know.
Okay. 4, that's it? There's only a total of 5?
Well, there's 8 companies, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So company 1 and 6 are the ladders. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 are the engines, and heavy rescue was 8.
Heavy rescue.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you don't talk a 1 engine for an hour.
All right, but true. All right, but I'm gonna. But the question was, most money you've spent to spoil yourself. Well,
spoil.
I don't think To be fair, I don't think I said that. I don't know.
I thought you did. I don't know.
Did I?
Maybe you didn't. You could have. I don't know.
I think I said money. Most money you've spent on yourself, I think, is what I said. To spoil yourself, something you didn't need, where you were just one night like screw it.
Probably a 70-inch TV.
Oh. What did that run you?
I got PC Richard hooks. So.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So it was probably 1,100 maybe.
All right. That's for 70. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that's a hook.
Yeah.
With a hook.
That's with a hook.
Gotta have the hook.
Gotta have the hook.
Yeah.
What about you? How much you spend your money?
I do.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
He doesn't want to say.
That's my guess. Has to do with fast women and drugs.
I think my second Harley, I'll say, because I already had one.
Okay.
I saw one I really wanted back. It was like back in 2005 or 6, and that was like 16 grand.
16 grand for a Harley.
Used.
A used Harley.
Yeah. It was 3 years old.
And is that
with like no mileage on it.
So is that?
So that would probably be. I didn't need it, but I was like, you know what, I want it.
But is that expensive for an? Well, all right. So a 3-year-old Harley, or I have no idea what motorcycles run.
Harleys always used to keep good value.
Okay.
Not so much anymore though, because the market's just flooded.
Right.
But back then it was a pretty good deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, when I talked to Billy Joel about motorcycles, he said to me, Harleys don't last.
Oh, it depends.
On?
If you maintain it properly and,
Well, yeah.
everything. Like, nothing will last if you don't maintain it properly.
Well, true.
But,
right. All right.
What about you?
Oh, good
what,
question.
Do you think you're going to get away with that answer now? What's he thinking?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is, are you done?
Yeah, it's pretty much ready.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy the birthday. Good seeing you, as always.
Likewise.
Good to be seen.
I didn't interrupt since you were in the middle of talking.
Oh, that's all right. You'll be. Did you just hit yourself with that cord?
Right?
Yeah, I missed it.
I wish I had that on camera. You'll be back tonight?
Will I be back tonight?
Yeah.
For Let Them Cook?
Yes.
Yeah, I will be back tonight for Let Them Cook podcast at 8.
Okay.
Good plugging.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you got to do. The first thing that comes to mind is Paul McCartney at Citi Field. I actually said to myself, because I don't like spending a lot of money on tickets. I love going to concerts, but I don't like the prices.
Well, for him, it's a different story.
I'm the
same way with that.
It was a one-time. I was like, this is going to be a one-time thing where I'm going to go a little, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was $300 a ticket. But I was only like maybe 50 rows back.
Yeah.
Which was not the best seats I've ever had for McCartney, actually, but I've had better. But I just thought Citi Field, this is going to be a little historic. This is going to be great. I'm just going to spend $300 a ticket. And I bought 6 tickets.
Okay.
But then I sold 3. And I made a little money back because I sold them a little higher. But not that much. I mean, a little money back. I think I made maybe $300 back, if that.
Yeah.
But goodbye.
Well, I'm coming back in for a second. I'm getting another call right now.
Oh.
It's very popular.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah.
So $300 a ticket to see McCartney. That's what comes to mind. What's the most you've ever spent? Because you're big into music like me, but you don't collect as much as me. But what's the most you've ever spent on a record, or an album of any kind? Nothing.
Nah, nothing crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
I've spent $90 on a single album once.
No, I haven't done that.
But I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I don't know. Did trips to taking the family to England? Is that? I mean, I guess that would count too, right?
I bought tickets for Paul McCartney in Liverpool.
How much? Yeah, but those tickets weren't expensive. Right?
No, that's the thing. This whole tri-state area here sucks when it comes to even in other places in the States. You don't pay like you do in this whole upper northeast corridor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was an American thing. It's not. It's just.
I mean, don't
like
get me wrong. Across the country,
like,
it's tickets are stupid.
Like L.A. and stuff, and it's probably
the big
more
city
expensive.
area is more expensive.
Chicago.
This whole upper northeast corridor is stupid.
Really?
But and then concessions too. I mean, See you later, Zach.
Bye bye.
If you know. I've been to I've gone to a game in Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. And it's like a beer price is normal. It's not $17 for a freaking beer like it would be at a Jones Beach Theater or City Field or something stupid
really?
Like that. Yeah, it's more normal. It's not great, but it's not like that.
But now
like
you have
here.
the hook to get to these places. So if I was to go to these places, fine, I'd be spending less money on the tickets and the concessions, but now I have to add in airfare and hotel, so it doesn't really equal out.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Wow, I
but
didn't
no,
know
the
that,
Paul McCartney tickets for that show in Liverpool, I think I paid it was under $200 a ticket. I want to say it was like $160 maybe, and they were floor seats, behind the section that was seating his family.
Right, I remember.
I couldn't believe where we were sitting. I'm like, how the hell did I get this? But yeah, it was nuts.
1992, Madison Square Garden. The big Bob Dylan 60th birthday event. 92, something like that. 92, 94, whatever it was. Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Tom Petty, Eric Clapton, George Harrison, Roger McGuinn, I think I said Tom Petty, Chrissy Hynde of the Pretenders, the band, Ronnie Wood, Stevie Wonder, John Mellencamp, Pearl Jam, like all these, Chris Christopherson. Like it was like the concert of all concerts. You
went to that?
My friend Rob Notaro, who's been in this on this show a few times, he owned Purple Haze Music.
Oh, I remember Purple Haze. Yeah.
They had a Ticketmaster.
Ah, yeah. You had to go inside the stores. Yeah.
Rob had access to. I mean, that's why I say I saw McCartney at Giant Stadium in 1992 or 3. Mm-hmm. I was like 30th row center. Eddie Murphy was behind me. I mean, I had better seats than Eddie Murphy. I mean, Rob hooked me up with so many tickets. I paid for them.
Yeah.
But they face value. This Bob Dylan concert, so it could have been 92. It must have been 94 because I was already married. I got married for the first time in 93. So my wife at the time said, no, I don't want you going to that. The tickets are too expensive. We can't afford it. I mean, I think between the two of us, we were making less than $100,000 a year, and we just, we bought our first house in '94. So she was complaining. I'm like, but honey, George Harrison, like it's my only chance to see a Beatle.
Yeah, you got him.
The tickets, the expensive ticket that she didn't want me to spend, and these seats. My buddy Rob went. He got a whole bunch of tickets. I was going to go with him. They were on the floor. They were. This, I think, first or second row. They were $60 a ticket.
My God.
$60 a ticket. Back then, though, it was like, that's crazy money for a ticket. So that she wouldn't let me go. And then a couple, I think it was like 2 years later or so, I was working down in Gilgo Beach. No, I did not see Rex Heuermann.
I was going to say, you the one murdering them.
We're doing a job down in Gilgo Beach. I was with the phone company. We did a job down there. And we had some time to kill before we had to head back, maybe an hour. So we're like, all right, we're going to eat some lunch. We're going to walk around this nice little town of Gilgo Beach. And we see this one house, big, beautiful house, totally empty. Right? So we're looking through the windows. We're like, oh, this place is beautiful. We go around back. We actually had our lunch on the deck of this house.
Yeah.
Nobody was there. We're like, fuck it. I go, so weeks go by, months go by, and I'm telling, it's just telling some friends, as I don't know, I probably told you at the time. I'm telling people I know about this beautiful house that I saw. Like, I wasn't familiar with Gilgo. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Didn't really know much about it. And it is. The whole town is like 3 blocks.
Yeah.
So I'm telling people I know about it. So I guess word just kind of got around. I get a call from a guy I know. Didn't know him well, but I knew him. It was his house. He was moving to Arizona. And he goes, I'm having trouble selling this house. He had it on the market for well over a year.
Wow.
Why he couldn't sell it, I don't remember. But he offered me this house for $150,000, which is what I paid for my house in Hicksville.
Man.
And I just knew Gilgo is, the houses down there are big and beautiful, and they're not exactly affordable for guys like us.
No.
So I knew, I remember thinking, whatever the reason was he couldn't sell it, I knew that was going to change. It's Gilgo. It's right on the beach. It's the water. And so I knew, give it a few years, the price will jack back up.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
So same thing. The wife said no. I was like, are you kidding me? I said, you know how much money we're going to make back? Mm-hmm. We didn't have kids. I was like, so why don't we move down there, have some fun, but keep it, not too much fun where we wreck the place. I said, and then when we start to have kids, we'll move back to Hicksville, wherever we want to go, and, with a nice, neighborhood, with a nice school district. She wouldn't do it. It's those two things, the Dylan concert and passing on that house. I'm telling you, I bet you we probably would have made at least $500,000 profit if we sold that house 5 years later.
Yeah.
Probably more. I'm playing it safe.
Yeah.
But that's those two things crazy, I just can't to this day get past with her.
Yeah.
So So I'm still mad at her, and I'm going to beat her up. Just so you guys know.
All right. Lisa won. Look out.
And now,
crazy.
It's not like I see her. Yeah, you knew her. You knew Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You knew her well.
Yeah. What else you got?
I'm teasing. What else? So I should have spoiled myself in that house. I should have.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's one of those things where I'm like, the house especially. I'm like, I should have just kind of not listened. I should have said, hey, look, this is for debate, man. We're doing this.
That's how I was talking to somebody the other day. How kids today, there's no way to buy a house on Long Island unless they marry rich or, come into money or inherit the house or whatever. And I forget who I was talking to. I was saying, I remember years ago, my buddy was saying, you should look in look in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And I was, and you look at the listings back then in the newspaper, you could see them, the houses for sale. These houses in Brooklyn go for like $220, and I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. I got it. My cap is like, $160.
Right.
To buy a house in the late 90s, and I'm like, $220, that's really stretching it. Even friends in Massapequa buying houses over there, I was like, man, $230. I was like, ugh.
Yep.
Well, now the Brooklyn house, if you had gotten one there for $2 and change, you'd be getting $2-point-something million for it. And even down in Massapequa by the water, Massapequa Park, you bought it for $220, $230. You're getting close to $1 million, if not $1 million.
Yep.
It's woulda, shoulda, coulda.
All right, but having said that, your house, you'd probably make a good profit if you sold it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know, and I do think that's going to turn into a big problem here on Long Island. Because people, a young couple starting off, I don't know how they would buy a house on Long Island.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which again, I think that's going to be a problem. But I don't know. You'd like to think that maybe the jobs are paying better so that they can afford a mortgage. I don't know, man. It seems like most people are going to have to build apartments in their houses, to, build a mother-daughter. Which I think is just a shame here on Long Island. I mean, and I've talked about it a million times here. I do love it. I don't want to leave, but we get into stuff like that. It does make you wonder a little bit. I mean, and I don't know. It's weird. The job market has changed too, and I don't know. It's weird, but yeah,
A lot of work from homes. And,
yeah, right.
know.
And work from homes. A lot of it is almost like contracted work.
Yeah.
Like you really got to hustle. I feel bad for him. He's hustling like crazy. He has like a job to supplement, but the film jobs, the industry he wants to get into.
So that's difficult.
Yeah,
that's hard.
It was difficult when we were kids to get into that field.
Yeah.
And he's getting there. In fact, he just got an offer for a job while we were sitting here this morning. So, but it still takes time to build up your reputation and get steady work.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, then eventually, like he's going to be 24. I was 24 when like I said, I bought my first house in '94. I was 24 years old when I bought my first house. He's not, and I'm not knocking him. It's just a fact. He's not.
No, it's not happening today.
No, it's not. My wife and I were making between the two of us $55,000 a year when we bought our first house.
Early 90s, yeah.
Yeah, 94. We bought a house for $150,000. And we sold it 6 years later for $190,000. And we didn't do a thing to that house.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything. And we still made a $40,000 profit for some reason. And then we divorced. Brendan Burt, I was at the same Sir Paul show. Still listen to that album. Oh, you're talking about the Citi Field show? He did 2 nights, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And, I was there for the one that Billy Joel came out
Yeah,
which I lucked out there. Brendan says, I paid $500 for standing room tickets at the 2015 World Series, the one game that the Mets won. $500. And then I think face value for Yankees World Series this year was $1,000.
Stupid. It's
face value.
That's bullshit because it's like, how do they expect families to be able to do things together? You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether it's a game like that or you want to go to Disney, it's stupid money just for one person to get in. Then you got to buy the fast pass because you want to sit in line for 2 hours. That's another $100 extra on each ticket for the fast pass and shit like that. It's insane. So these family places, you can't afford to take your family.
What bothers me about a sporting event is that it caters so much to TV now that it's hard.
Yeah.
Not only is it hard to take the whole family price-wise, but you're not going to go to the World Series on a Tuesday night.
No.
Because it doesn't start until 8 o'clock, prime time. So you're lucky if you're home by 1.
Yeah.
You can't bring your kid to that. I would rather, they still throw in a day game once in a while. I'd rather pull my kid out of school.
Yeah.
And take him to the day game, or him or her to the day game. Price-wise, it's insane. Yeah. And when it comes to something like Disney, the one time I took my kids to Disney's because my in-laws were coming too, and I think they paid most of it.
When we went to the Disney in California,
I think is cheaper, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was for Sophia's 16th birthday, and it cost more for the 4 of us to get into the Disney, and they got the 2 parks across from each other, so you walk out of one, you walk right into the other.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And then the other is something, but it's all part of Disney.
Right.
So you buy to get into both passes for whatever, and that day cost more than our hotel stay. I didn't get no cheesy Motel 6 bullshit. I got a decent hotel.
Wow.
I think it was the Palm something in Anaheim or whatever, and it was great.
Wow.
The tickets for the day cost more than the whole entire hotel stay.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's messed up. But like I said, thank God I didn't have to pay for airfare. That was good. We got first class, and Sophia had Amy Poehler sitting in front of her.
No kidding. There's something about her, man. I love her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think she's hot, man. I don't know why I know she's not, but for some reason for me, I'm like, whoa.
Maybe it's the comedy thing.
It could be the comedy thing. Could very well be.
Yeah, I tried to see, like, when we were getting off the plane, because Sophia's like, is that? And she was just, kind of still had her eye mask on she's pretty much slept the whole flight.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. She's asked me during the flight. I'm like, I don't know. I look. So we're getting up now. We're getting ready to get off the plane in L.A. Mary and Grace were already there because we got split up. The flights were packed. So I said, Mary, you and Grace take the first flight. Ours is an hour behind you.
Okay.
Because we have flights pretty much every hour to L.A. And Sophia and I are ready to get off the plane. And I look and I go, yes, it is. Right? I looked at Fia. I go, yes, it is. So I tried to see if she would say anything. I said, well, Fia, ready to start? I mean, we're literally... Here's Amy Poehler. Sophia's right here, and I'm on the other side of the aisle right next to her. And I'm like, Sophia, ready to start your Sweet 16 celebration? Just to see if... Nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah, I was hoping she would, happy birthday. Nothing.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
She didn't say 2 words the whole trip?
No, she was
And she was by herself?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're getting off the plane, and Amy Poehler's in front of me, and there's Mary and Grace sitting there waiting at the gate for us to get off. And I'm going... She's like, and Mary's laughing, smiling. So Amy thought she was like looking at her, just gave her a smile, and So she goes, "What'd you want me to do? Say, oh yeah, but she's right in front of you." So crazy money.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
only gotten worse, of course. It's only.
Oh yeah.
5 years ago, because Sophia's 21 now, so 16. So yeah.
I mean, it's nice. You think about the great times. You think about the great memories. You can't put a price tag on that stuff, but at the time, it hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to England, 2 months ago, and that, just the flight alone was almost $4,000 for the 4 of us. I mean, and then even that, thankfully, Elio threw some money in because he wanted us to come so bad, but it's still, these things are a lot of freaking money, man. Kids are expensive. I think that's the point we're trying to make here.
Suck the life out of you.
You're 24 tomorrow. Get your own.
Start paying your own.
Yeah, I'm not paying for you anymore. That's it. Bastards. That Gilgo Beach house was before Hurricane Sandy. Oh yeah, this was.
Well, you said 94 or.
Yeah, around there somewhere. Yeah, it was 94 or 95.
Yeah, you wonder what kind of damage you got after Sandy. Who knows?
True, but I would have been long gone after that.
True.
At that point.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would have been long gone before Sandy.
Or you would have loved it so much you stayed. But then again, if you got divorced, you're selling it to split. Probably.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, when we got divorced, I kept the house.
Oh, you stayed?
Oh, the Hicksville house? Yeah, I kept that house.
I don't remember that. It was so long ago.
Yeah, we divorced in 90... What? We split up in 96. Divorce was final in 97. I stayed in that house until 2000. Yeah. She just wanted money. She just wanted money, and she was gone. Fine. I gave her a ton of money, and she was gone. Now she has her... Yeah, then she bought her own house. She's out in Mastic.
Now you got a much better Lisa.
Yeah, new and improved.
Yes.
And says, my parents bought a house in Palmdale, California in 1960. They paid $9,000. When they sold 30 years later, it sold for $100,000. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah, my grandmother's house in Hicksville. They moved in, I think, the early 50s. I think it was $8,000 they had to pay.
Yeah, probably about
and
that, right?
What I always thought about my grandmother. So my grandfather died in 75, and my grandmother finished paying the mortgage in 82. So basically 30 years. Mm-hmm. How much could a mortgage have been if you bought it for $8,000? What are you talking?
A couple $100.
If
Going
that.
30 years,
But then into the 70s, she paid it off in 82.
Yeah, I remember they were making nothing, nowhere.
When they bought it.
Yeah.
But you're talking like late 70s into the 80s, things started. What?
Still, the money would be terrible.
But it was still different than the early 50s.
Yeah,
I would think my grandmother and grandfather even could have afforded to pay more and pay it off sooner.
It's
that
all
just
relative,
Yes, it is.
Okay, I saw this morning somebody posted on Facebook an advertisement from 1960.
Yeah.
To become a Nassau patrolman. That's how it was labeled, Nassau. But it wasn't saying Nassau County Police Department. Nassau patrolman, and the pay was. What did it say? Did it say $60 a week?
Wow.
And in 5 years, it will go up to $115 a week.
Wow. And that's what
That's
year?
top pay, 1960. So 65, top pay, $115 a week. So, you know, you're talking $460 a month you're making. Then you've got food and your utilities and your cars. So, you know. Crazy.
Well, but that's the thing. 1960, it wasn't cars. It was car.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
You didn't have like the big giant cable bill. You had one TV in the house with the rabbit ears. You weren't paying for TV.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not saying they had it easier. I'm just pointing out differences.
Yeah, yeah. But like I said, back there it was all relative, you know.
Yeah.
But the times.
But I would still think though by the early when they hit like the 20-year mark of owning that house, I think it would be safe to say. I mean, my grandparents, they moved into Hicksville. I think somewhere between 1950 and 1953. They had 6 kids, and life goes on. You advance and you have better things, and you make a little bit more money as time goes on. I would think by the early 70s they could have afforded to pay more and pay the house off a little earlier. Maybe I'm completely off base there.
You make more, you spend more.
Well, true, and again, when you have 6 kids, you probably don't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah, right. And
I could barely handle
for
2
colleges and stuff like that. So
yeah, which some of them went to college. Yeah, not all of them. My mother didn't go to college. She was too busy drinking.
Ah, well, yeah, she's lush.
Oh,
unbelievable.
The stories around Hicksville are unbelievable.
Yeah.
People still see me in Hicksville, especially now that I'm living there again. They're like, "Where's that mother of yours?" Every time I saw her, she had a bottle in her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Jeff remembers.
It's unbelievable. Still made a damn good hamburger, though. Gotta say, good hamburgers.
Yeah, she did. She used to cook. Yeah. That's the truth. The drinking stuff is fake, but the drink, she always had a burger ready when the guys came over.
Yep.
You and Timmy and Christian.
Yep.
See, look at that. I've been talking about that. Did you see that?
I did.
Now the viewers are gonna see that in about 20 seconds.
So somebody gave a thumbs up on the.
But that's the thing. This is a program.
So that's not what the YouTube is.
See, there's another one.
Yeah, right.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, there it is. See that thumb in my face? How is that getting there? Last week I was talking to somebody, and out of nowhere a fireworks graphic started. We just started seeing fireworks in our faces. Yeah, okay. I don't know.
So let's keep our hands out of camera view for a few minutes and see what happens. I mean, we can still talk, of course, but I'm just curious if it's something in the program.
Yeah, something. It's definitely something in the program.
It's not there right now, right? So
yeah,
I wonder if it sees like a hand gesture.
Yeah.
You know? No. Oh, well. Okay, there goes that theory. We're out. No, didn't work.
Brendan Burt, so you'd have been gone before the hurricane and the serial killer whose name became synonymous with Gilgo. Yep, that's a missed opportunity. Oh, absolutely it is. Absolutely. My plan was, I think this was 94 or I bought my house in 94. So this is probably 95, 96 the latest, because I can say that because the department I was in doing that job in Gilgo, I transferred out of there at the end of December of 96. So it was either 95 or 96. And my plan, I remember saying to my wife, look, let's just give it 5 years. We can sell it to either make a profit or sell it to just, either way, we'll sell it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to get out of there because we're having kids. We can even have kids because they don't go to school yet the first couple of years.
That would have been a nice profit.
And that's what I was saying. Let's start our family there. Let's keep this house up, and we'll make a ton of money to leave. Now, this is what the guy said to me, 150. Who knows? Once we finally sat down, I mean, he no doubtedly must have been taking a loss. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he was going to say 150 for the first year or something, and then he wanted more. Who knows?
Yeah.
But he definitely said to me in the one conversation I had with him, 150 grand and it's yours. Yeah. Again, let's start our family. By the time they're 3, we can move out of there.
What about a house in Hicksville? Cash.
I probably wouldn't have come back to Hicksville. I moved out of Hicksville in 2000.
Yeah.
Which at the time I thought was the right move. And Wanto is a great district.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially for my daughter. They did a great job. My daughter, my son. But
no, it's good down there for sure.
But I would keep track. I would keep tabs. Hicksville wasn't that bad. Gracie's going through Hicksville.
Yeah.
And you have no complaints, right?
Yeah.
I've heard good things about Hicksville through the years. They definitely went through a kind of. That was one of the reasons I moved, because around that time their reputation wasn't very good. And even right here in Levittown, this particular area of Levittown, we have a high school. All we got to do is walk out the door.
Yeah. It's right behind us.
That particular high school had one of the worst reputations for a very long time.
Yes, it did.
And now it's one of the top Long Island schools.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. They've done a complete turnaround. They actually started in the special needs world. And they became such a great school for special needs that, because you can, if the needs of your child are not met in your school district by law, that district has to then find a district that's better suited, and they foot the bill. Your home district foots the bill.
Oh, no kidding.
So many kids were being sent here to Levittown that Levittown eventually closed its doors. They built a wall, and they said, we're not taking outside kids anymore, because I guess they had enough of their own. But yeah, and then it just went from there. And yeah, it's one of the top schools on the island now. They have such a great reputation now. All right. Well, I don't know how do we get off on that tangent?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. All right, we still got time. Movies and songs. So give me 3 movies and 3 songs that make you sad.
Sad?
Yeah.
What was that one with the Macaulay Culkin? Was it My Girl or something?
Oh, the one with the bees?
Yeah, right. One of them kid dies. That's sad.
That's Macaulay, right? Doesn't he die?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
I was gonna say no, not Forrest Gump. That's a good one. It's a good heartwarming movie.
No, I'll be
But a little sad though.
When he's crying to Jenny when he's talking to her grave and he tells her he misses her, I tear up.
Yeah.
Yep, that gets me.
Yeah, that's number 2. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see what else. Oh, what was that? Was it Autumn in New York?
Autumn in New York.
Yeah, wasn't it Richard Gere and
I'm not familiar with this one.
Winona Ryder, and I think she has cancer or something, brain cancer or something like that.
Oh yeah,
maybe. I think that might have been another one that can really get to you sometimes.
I'm not familiar with that.
I don't know.
All right.
But I don't think there's really, songs that make you sad. I don't know if there's songs that make you sad. They might make you songs are very powerful. They can make you emotional, but I don't know about sad.
All right.
Now, for some reason, let me see. Oh, the Beatles sense. Sometimes Let It Be.
Yeah.
Mother's name was Mary, so,
Sure.
That could, yeah.
So did that not get to you until after your mother passed?
No.
Even
before you can, it's the songs that they really play with your brain and make you think.
Oh yeah,
about things, and you get a little melancholy, perhaps.
Sure.
I wouldn't say sad songs.
Okay.
A couple of ones I don't know. What about you? What are you thinking?
Forrest Gump. I thought about that particular scene. I think the movie that gets me the worst, Michael Keaton, My Life.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
There are times, if I see that movie's coming on, I change the channel because I'm just not in the mood to sob.
Videoing himself.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Any movie that involves a special needs kid, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like Peanut Butter Falcon. You ever see this movie?
No.
Oh, it's a great movie. What's that kid that's in it? He's been in a lot of trouble. He was like Indiana Jones' son. in the movies. He's got a weird name.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the little Asian kid I was thinking of.
Shia
LaBeouf.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Him.
yeah.
It's a movie with him. This movie is fantastic. He meets up with this with this kid who has Down syndrome.
Oh yeah.
They get into all sorts of trouble together. It's a great movie.
Well, the movies with Down syndrome kids just can get to.
Oh yeah.
Because they are the most lovable kids. They just love.
Absolutely.
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yep.
Amazing.
I'll tell you, being as involved in the special needs world as I am, sometimes I think we're the ones that should be learning from them.
Yeah.
They don't fight over stupid shit.
Nope.
They don't care about politics.
Nope.
They don't care
They're just
about
happy.
money. They're just happy.
and love.
And they support each other. We at PAL we run a bunch of competitive sports like bowling and basketball. I can't tell you, it's pretty much every week at basketball. They don't care what team you're on because there's a few different levels of functioning that are playing in the competitive game. They don't care what team. These guys will recognize that, this kid is not as high functioning as me. They'll give that person the ball, and then they tell you, get out of the way, get out of the way.
Right.
And they let that kid get in there nice and close. If he or she misses, they catch the ball, they give it back to him or her. And they keep going until they get the basket.
Yeah.
To me, that just sums it all up right there. So, Forrest Gump, My Life, and then Snoopy Come Home.
I think I've seen Snoopy Come Home.
And every time I bring this up on this show, that's what people say. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw it, and I don't see it advertised, so I don't know if they still show it. In this movie, it turns out, I don't know if this was already knowledge or if it comes out in this movie. I don't remember. I haven't seen it in years. But it turns out Charlie Brown is not Snoopy's original owner. And for whatever reason, again, it's been so long since I've seen this movie. For whatever reason, Snoopy decides he's going back to that owner. And he packs his things and off he goes. And there's Charlie Brown just watching him leave. My brother and I I haven't seen this movie since I was probably 10. But I just remember sobbing my eyes out.
Another one, the one with Sean Penn. Was it I Am Sam?
Oh, well, again, special needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And another song for me, for some reason, I don't know why, Long and Winding Road.
It is a beautiful tune. Okay.
Paul McCartney, I know, doesn't like the way it came out.
But he has since released it.
Overproduced.
Yes. But I'll tell you, even he has softened on that since. But, even with the orchestra, I think it's a great tune.
It just gets you kind of melancholy.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But I do agree with him. Like, if you hear that version without the orchestra, to me, it's more emotional. Well, all right. I've had time to think about this. Tears in Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Cats in the Cradle. And then this one, I don't know if it's as common, but it's a song by Queen, The Show Must Go On.
I just heard that.
Is
that the one I heard on the way here?
What a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think, when it first came out, Freddie didn't come out with, didn't even come out as gay or with AIDS until, you kind of knew he was gay with the way he acted, but he officially came out as gay the day before he died. He put out a press release and said that he had AIDS. And actually, the anniversary of his death was just yesterday? I think it was yesterday. 33 years since he's died.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
Crazy.
But anyway,
him on Live Aid.
Oh, yeah. But that song, you didn't really know what it was about because, again, it had come out before he came out.
Yeah.
After he's dead, then you realize, The Show Must Go On. What is it? The Show Must Go On. Something about, my makeup may be flaking, but my smile stays on. Something. It's that. Basically, that's what the song's about. I'm dying, but I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Until that moment comes.
Yeah.
Queen at Live Aid.
No, actually, it wasn't what I heard on the way here. Sorry, it was I Got to Be Free.
Oh,
Got to love that. That's a good number.
Great tune.
Queen's just awesome.
Yeah.
But Mary and I were watching one of our series yesterday. It's actually like the fourth time we watched this series because of how good it is. And they mentioned Freddie Mercury in one of the episodes the other day. One of the characters was talking about. She goes, with Freddie, his vocal range, you think it was his greatest accomplishment, and she goes, but if you ask Freddie Mercury, that's not what he'll say his greatest accomplishment was. And they're like, no, what is it? Flipping straights.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the show Ted Lasso.
Oh, okay.
If you had never seen it.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, my God. Dude,
that's all I've heard.
It's
is how
only
great
3
it is.
seasons.
Yeah. Okay.
And we just watched it for the 4th time.
Wow. Okay.
It was it's such an amazing show, sitcom. It was just awesome.
I am so far behind. I've only watched about half of Penguin, which I hear it's fantastic. I haven't watched season 2 of Tulsa King yet.
Oh, man.
I know. I haven't seen season 3 or 4 of Murders in the Building. I'm
Is that a good show?
Oh, the first season was hilarious.
I just started to watch that, some months ago, and then I forgot because I start these shows, and then I forget what I start again.
Yep.
I got to put them in here in the notes.
Yes.
And then I'll write finished series, great, or sucked, or
Yep.
But
only Murders in the Building. One of the smartest shows I ever saw. The first season, especially, was amazing. The second season, I really enjoyed. Definitely not as good as the first, in my opinion, but it was still fun to watch. I loved Tulsa King. It was typical stupid Stallone, but he makes it work.
I love it.
I have not seen season 2.
I'm about to finish the last episode.
Penguin, what I've seen so far, it's dark, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. What about Yellowstone? Do you watch that?
I've never watched a single second of that. I hate Kevin Costner. Hate him. I have trouble watching things he's in.
Really?
Because it's him.
How come?
Because he's an egomaniac jerk. Yeah. What's that?
Do you know anybody that's met him that says anything negative about him?
No. You? Have you met him?
No.
Oh. No, it's just my opinion. And I don't think he's that great of an actor.
The series is awesome.
He was great. I love Field of Dreams. That's another one I tear up at. Bull Durham was fantastic.
Excellent.
Silverado was amazing. One of my favorite actors of all time, Kevin Kline, is... Kevin Kline, I've tried so many times to get him on this show.
You don't have such a difficult time watching Kevin Costner things like you're saying. After naming all those things.
Yeah, but then it's kind of like after he hit it big. After which another great movie, The Untouchables. What a movie. It's after that he kind of...
Now you mentioned Kevin Kline. Did you watch Disclaimer?
Not yet. Yeah, that's good.
I finished it. It's crazy.
Kevin Kline, that guy can do anything.
It's crazy.
He might be one of my favorite.
Oh yeah,
he might be the top of my list. I always the top of my list always changes between him, De Niro, and John Ritter. I used
to like De Niro, and then he got too political. Fucking,
I just don't pay attention.
Get annoyed with that. Stop pushing your shit just because you have a name.
Yeah, I hear you.
Stop trying to force your thoughts on me, and
Yeah, but
keep it to yourself.
I agree to a certain extent because I do find it annoying sometimes. I forget what award show what it was where and it made the news. He comes walking out, he just steps up to the mic, and goes, "Fuck Trump!" Like it's an award show. That's not what you're here for.
Yeah,
you want to do an interview. You want to go to the steps of whatever building and knock yourself out. You have that American given right. So knock yourself out. But yeah, the award shows but then I think about a guy who we both love is John Lennon. Now, I do think there's a difference because Lennon didn't particularly side with either political party, but he was out there saying, you guys should do peace. And, so then it just comes down to me saying, just don't pay attention to it. Yeah. Just change the channel. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, Lennon wasn't, picking a party. He just wanted world peace, basically.
But he did attack, I shouldn't say attack, but in the press, verbally, he did verbally attack Nixon. So he kind of did pick a party.
Nixon feared him.
Well, yes.
So he should have attacked, Nixon feared him and his popularity.
Right. Well, yeah, which is why they tried to deport him. Yeah. No, next week you'll be here. All right. So you'll be here next week, next Monday, and then after that, I think will be the last time we see you before Lennon's death. Because then we'll have to talk to you about that because
Yeah.
you go there every year.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to go this year.
Yeah.
I've been. It's this year. Well, the COVID year, I didn't go.
Right.
I wanted to, but Mary's like, "Oh, just stay home. You know, it's the large crowds, and you know."
She made you stay home,
Some
but
people were worried. You know, you don't want to get.
she didn't. But she, didn't make you. But she didn't say no to a house in Gilgo. So she's all right.
This is true. No, so but yeah, and we go and we bring the girls and.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought you went by yourself.
No, was it last year? The year before was just Mary didn't go. She stayed home. But yeah, no, we take the girls and it's
Well, with everything going on, you might have to have a discussion too and stay home.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So watch it on TV.
But now you used to see before COVID. Now I went, and you knew if Yoko was home because if she was, she put a candle in the window.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember the one year I'm like, look, I said she's home, and then COVID hit and she hasn't been back in there since.
She's not there anymore.
No.
She's in Ireland, if I remember right.
The last I heard was she was upstate. Is she in Ireland now? Because John and Yoko had a ranch upstate,
right,
in Ellenville, I think it was.
I don't know. I knew they had something upstate,
Yeah,
but
that's where she was during COVID. I know that.
They had property in Ireland also, which I would swear she's there now.
Maybe.
And not well.
I heard she's not well.
I actually
But
predict
she's got to be 90. How many years older than John was she?
I think she's in her 90s. She was I want to say 7 years older than him.
Because John's 84 this year. Would have been 84.
So she'd be 91.
Was it that much older?
I think. I'm not positive. It was around. It's at least 5. And she was actually, at the beginning of this year, I predicted she would not last a year. My Deadpool. Yeah. Oh, there it is. She's 91.
Yeah.
February 18th, 1933.
Yeah, he should have stuck with Cynthia. Not a fan of Yoko.
She, if you look, like late 60s, early 70s, she had a hot body. You ever see those naked pictures of
Yeah,
her?
all right, from the neck down, but you still got to look at her.
Well, yeah. I was talking about it. Rob Bartlett was here on Friday, and we even talked about he did his Yoko impression for me. He used to do the Yoko impressions. He was on Imus's show for years.
Oh, yeah.
And he used to do Yoko impressions on that show, and he did it here. It was hilarious. I laugh my ass off every time I hear her sing. It's like watching The Naked Gun. It doesn't get old.
When John and Yoko were on stage with Chuck Berry at something?
Me and Bartlett talked about that.
And Chuck's like,
oh, yeah. It's hilarious.
Mary and I.
You got to watch it just for that one 2-second clip.
Yeah, and then they cut our mic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still hear it a little bit, like
Yeah.
John's mic is picking it up.
Yeah.
But they're doing, what is it, Memphis, Tennessee, I think?
Something like that.
One of Chuck Berry's classic
Chuck's
tunes.
just like, his eyes.
Yes.
Because he's such dark skin,
so
right?
funny.
Black. And his eyes, bing. It's like.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's almost like buckwheat when buckwheat would go.
And you watched the Toronto concert that they did in 1969 with Clapton on guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Clapton, too. He's back there behind John just playing. All of a sudden you see him. Big smile. He's laughing his ass off.
I'd have to look at that again.
Oh, it's classic. All right. Let me read the rest of the comments.
Oh, see? Oh.
And then we're out of here. What's
Yeah,
about?
it is. Oh, well, yeah, you can read those comments. But, yeah, so Mary sent a picture that she took from one of the nights her and I went. I'll put it up right there.
What do we... Oh, very
That's
nice.
the
Oh, that took
Imagine
me a second.
mosaic.
Right.
From one of the nights we went. And it's cool. Like I say, if you've never been, I say go.
I've never been there on the anniversary. I've been there, but just not.
No, you got to go on the anniversary because everybody's in there. They got guitars
Yeah.
and they're singing, so people bring tambourines and everybody's just hanging around. It's it's a little cold.
Yeah,
but you dress
so
appropriately.
what?
It's cool.
Right. Yeah.
It's cool.
Brendan Burt, his movies, Major League One. What? Christmas Eve and Miller Point. What? And You Just Beat Me, The Peanut Butter Falcon. All right. Vicky says Snoopy Comes Home is going to be on, Me TV, 6 p.m. this Sunday. Wow. I don't know if I'll watch it.
Oh, God.
I'll have to invite my brother over.
It's
We'll
be
sit there
like
and
you
cry.
think about being 10 years old again. That's enough to make you cry.
Yep. Brendan, his songs, Beach Boys, God Only Knows. All right.
Good tune.
Sing the Changes by Paul. That song makes you cry. Why, you don't like it? Maybe that's why it makes you cry. And Elton's Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters. Really? Makes you sad or makes you cry, those songs? That's
I could
interesting.
belt that tune out like nobody's business.
Which one?
Mona Lisa's.
Lisa's?
Mad Hatters. No. That's one of those driving songs when it's not a driving song because it's, driving song is really something a little heavy
true.
but it's just one of
That
those
should be our
songs when
next
I got
topic.
the windows up and,
Let's try to remember that for next week. Put in your notes. Best driving tunes.
Okay.
All right, Ann says, oh my goodness, this hour and a half went so fast. Yes, it did. It really did go so fast today. That means I love today's show. Thank you, Ann. Tony and Jeff lifted my day. Thank you. Wishing everyone a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Ann. Appreciate it as always. And then Brendan says, shameless plug, I was in Christmas Eve in Miller Place, still in theaters. What? Where do I find this movie? In the theaters? You got to tell me more about this, Brendan. Send me an email. Tell me more about this, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. No, it won't be tomorrow. We'll talk about it on Wednesday. All right, time for us to go. Today's the big day here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We got Treading Water at 1. We got Sports Bash at 3. We got Primal Scream at 5. Stand-Up Memories at 6. Steve Squared at 6:30. Let Them Cook at 8. Hershey and the Keegs at 9:30. It is a full day here, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be tired. And then there are no shows tomorrow. So Coffee with the Dog will be on tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Coffee with the Dog at 9. Me and Mike will be in here Wednesday at 11. Trying to get Diane in here. And then Frank, if you're out there, you want to come in on Wednesday, that'll be fine.
Well, Diane's going to Zoom.
I was supposed to Zoom with Diane on Friday.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going
Just never did it because I had Rob Bartlett in here, which was a big deal. So I believe Mary's home now. Diane, I believe she's back home. I believe she came back home yesterday. I thought she was going to be out there
for Thanksgiving. I could be wrong. Okay.
No, it was like a week before.
Gotcha.
Let's all get together Thanksgiving so they can all do their other things. Gotcha. I think she came home yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And then here at the club, what do we got going on? We got Chris Monty on Wednesday night here at the club, and he'll be on Hershey and the Keegs tonight. Jason Ledane, Bobby Collins is here Thanksgiving weekend. Sean Brown, Greg Giraldo Jr., Christy Miller, Elliot Chang, Jake Chapman, Mike Tanzi. Just some of the comedians, just some of the names you'll see on a governor's stage between Wednesday and Sunday. Don't forget Thanksgiving Eve this Wednesday, the big show down in Florida. Don't forget December 13th, Mike Pacetti with Mark Riccadonna, Don Jameson, and myself with a Q&A with Don Sill afterwards. Don't forget December 21st, the Murder Mystery at McGuire's. Don't forget the end of this week, the last 2 dates at Catch Elio, if you're out there in England. December 27th, David Clark at Westbury Music Fair. And January 24th, come see Tony Miller in the Giggle Room. And last but not least, don't forget to vote for Hershey and the Keegs in the Best of Long Island voting for Best Podcast. You can vote once a day. And that's everything.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, pal.
I'll
We'll
see you next Monday.
week.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
And even though you won't be on the trucks, I still expect, if anything happens, I'm still holding you fully responsible.
If you don't get enough popcorn balls from Santa, just let me know. I know some people.
Jeff's always good. If you want balls in your mouth, Jeff's the guy.
I'll get them for you.
So that's next Monday. Treading Water at 1 o'clock. So stick around, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you, pal, as always.
You're welcome, as always.
All right. Well, let me do that.
Ciao, man.
And let me do that. All right. We're out. See you later.